About 6 months ago, I picked up this 1975 RadarRange RR-4D microwave oven. And it's pretty nice. It only cost me $10. It's a pretty good deal in my opinion. It's kind of hard to find these. Actually, it's kind of hard to find any microwaves from before the 1990s. This one isn't really in bad condition at all. It's in pretty good condition. It works pretty good. The only issue is the lamp has burned out. But even though there's really nothing wrong with it, I say let's open it up and see what's inside of it. Now the main reason I didn't make a video of this, actually, and also the main reason why I didn't use it yet, is because it's so big and it's also pretty heavy. It's very difficult to lug out here. I've been having it in my house, just sitting in the hallway underneath a couple boxes to keep it dry and nice. Because I wouldn't want to have it outside, that's for sure. It's built really nice, and it's really heavy. No wonder it lasted so long. I'm thinking the D, is it D? Yeah, RR-4D. I'm thinking the D stands for automatic defrost, which is this switch here. Now you see inside here is the socket where the bulb was connected. Whenever we first got it, the bulb in here was pretty much melted inside the socket. Me and my mom had to bust the bulb and rip it out piece by piece. And it looks like it heated up so much that it pretty much ruined the socket. And the socket seems to be made of like a Bakelite type material. And it's cracked into like 3 pieces, which is it's holding itself together, but it'd be better just to put a new socket on there because it's even hard to find connectors for this type of socket. So I'll probably just upgrade that to having a better type of socket on there that I can still get bulbs for. Well, that's weird. There's a screw on the inside here. Well, how am I supposed to undo that? That makes no sense. This entire design is made, it seems, to not be opened because they have all these screws and one rivet, which you have to break that in order to open up this panel to undo that screw from the inside so you can take off the other panel. That's odd. Very odd indeed. I may just try to drill that out. I don't know. You know what? I can just get a chisel and pop that off. I won't care if this bottom part gets scuffed up. Wonderful. Well, here's most of the inner workings. That transformer is awfully big for a microwave, or at least compared to the modern ones. Large capacitor too. This whole thing here must be the Magnetron. Here's the blower mechanism. That cools the magnetron. It's quite interesting indeed. Looks like a synchronous motor or something like that. Now let's take this off and I can show you what's inside here. So this is pretty interesting. Inside here we have a deflector. This deflects the microwaves around, and this actually does a much better job than having a spinning platter. Because see, whenever you have a spinning platter, the reason you have that is to stop the hot spots from heating up one part of the food and neglecting to heat up the other part. Because see, microwaves inherently have a lot of hot spots. It just has to do with how the microwaves function. And the main issue with having a turning platter is that even if you're turning it, it doesn't really affect the hot spots near the middle, because if you still turn it, the hot spots are still going to be in the same place. That's why it's, if you only have a spinning microwave, you got to put your food on the outside so it moves through more hot spots. Otherwise, the center part, depending on your microwave, could be really freezing cold or molten hot every time. But with this, you don't have to worry about the hot spots at all, because see, this moves around and it deflects and reflects the microwaves around at a pretty much random every second. Like, because even moving it just a little bit will reflect it in an entirely different way. And so the hot spots are continually moving around, and it pretty much evens out and cooks your food quite well. That's how a lot of professional and high-quality microwaves work, especially the ones in restaurants and whatnot. Ones in restaurants sometimes have 2 or 3 magnetrons, and each magnetron has another deflector. Because see, if you just have 2 magnetrons, they'll start fighting each other and kill each other, and that won't work very good. But if you have a deflector in front of each magnetron, that can keep the microwaves from going into the other magnetron and killing it. Now I'm thinking one interesting thing about this is that this actually is not connected to any motor or any pulleys or anything. I'm thinking that air currents through here, because the blower, actually that powers the spinning, because it doesn't have to spin very much, just spin a little bit, and that's enough to deflect all of the microwaves. Still pretty interesting. I'm not entirely sure which directions the air currents take, but there's a pathway down here. There's some openings here. I'm thinking the blower pushes it in here, so I really don't know. I'm actually probably not going to worry about messing with adding a bulb, because you really don't need a bulb for a microwave. At least I don't. I never really look inside the microwave. I can just put it in there and pull it out. I don't watch my food cooking. I think this is as far as I want to take it apart now, so let's put it back together. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little look at my microwave. I think it's pretty cool. I'm glad I bought it. Now let's try to take it inside and test it out. And here we go. It's inside my room. It's a heavy thing. Let's try to cook some ravioli. I say, I believe the bottom one's minutes, the top one's seconds. Let's go to 1 minute. Air is coming out this hole. Well, pop the circuit. My computer's still on, so that means that it didn't pop that circuit, so that's good. I guess that's just what it does. I have the buzzer set to on. That's odd. Maybe the buzzer's only for defrost. Let's see how it did. Well, the end result, it definitely does seem to cook it a lot more evenly than my main microwave, so this thing sure is going to be a keeper. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and thanks for watching. See ya!